Hey there. I I fell into an egoic trap recently, and I wanted to share this just in case you guys have maybe done the same thing, or if you find yourself in this situation. And what happened was I was in this really heightened state of consciousness for a couple days. I had this huge opening while I was meditating, and I felt so powerful. I felt so connected to Source. I felt just in the state of consciousness where everything is possible, right? Where you just know everything. Just a big opening. And it lasted for 2 days. And then gradually, and then suddenly, I was in a really low place again. I was stuck, had stuck energy. I had head pressure, which I haven't had in so long. And I was really got into the ego and was like, what did I do? First of all, why am I here again? And how can I get out of this? How can I get back to the high state? And I actually, for the first time in so long, started to try to control my experience of this awakening process. I started to try to shift my state, trying a variety of different things that I would usually never do. And it just made things worse. It just caused more pressure, more stuckness, and it actually added a layer to what was already there. Because when I was doing those things, what I was really saying is I shouldn't feel this way. I should be over here. I'm here. I need to be here. And so I was like, that's just a level of resistance. I was just resisting what is. And so that right there lowers your vibration too. And it was just interesting. And I was finding myself judging how I was feeling. I was like, why am I, judging this all of a sudden? I was like, I shouldn't be feeling this way. I should be back where I was a couple days ago. This feeling shouldn't be arising. I've done this. I've been here. Have I backtracked? I had all these egoic thoughts and illusions about what was presenting itself in my body, in my field, in my emotional nature, in my mind. And it was really fascinating to kind of go through that cycle again, that loop of trying to control it, trying to judge it, or definitely judging it, and trying to fix it, trying to, transform my state all like with the human mind. Um, and it took me a while to get back to surrender and back to acceptance. And that's when things started to kind of flow again and feel like a little bit warmer. Even though there was still like heaviness and grief there, totally different experience of it because I was accepting of it. I was surrendered to it. I was in harmony with what is. And it just got me thinking like I should share this with you guys because I know how hard that can be when we're in this really high expansive state. Maybe we're really creative. We're just tapped in, turned on to source. We're like really tuned into our higher consciousness, our higher self. And then suddenly we find ourselves back in shadow. And initially that I want to change this. There's that ego that creeps in and like wants to hang on to the higher experience. And it was quite and thankfully I have this practice in my life that's so strong and so rooted, which is I wake up and I meditate first thing every single morning before I take my phone off of airplane mode, before I do anything really. I wake up, go to the bathroom, drink some water, and I meditate. And the last couple of days, I've been feeling this resistance to the lower state. So I've been meditating for 2 hours plus. And then even after that today, I had a guided meditation with my teacher. And it wasn't actually until after the guided meditation that I was like, okay, all you need to really do is just relax, just open, and let go of identifying with the one who needs to be high and who resists being low. Like that's just the mind. That's just egoic consciousness. Egoic consciousness says, I want to feel good and I want to avoid feeling bad. It's like the pleasure pain pendulum, right? It just goes back and forth. And I just really finally saw where I was really caught up in identification with egoic consciousness. And since then, I've really found my way back to orienting and identifying with awareness itself, where nothing's good, nothing's bad. Awareness doesn't judge emotions. Awareness doesn't say I need to be here and not here, and it doesn't try to fix anything. Awareness recognizes there's God in everything. And that's true non-dual awakening, is recognizing there's God in everything. There's God in stuckness. There's God in irritation. There's God in head pressure. There's God in even the resistance, even that egoic resistance. There's God in that too.